challenges. Yeah, I play against viewers, so you can challenge 3+2 or something like that. Okay, bishop dc d3 is somewhat rare move, but it's still okay. I think white plays bishop knight e2 and knight g3 in these kind of positions, but this is also playable, I guess. Now there is no f4 ideas, but maybe white can try to create some play on king side and maybe f4 later, but there was a chance to play a4 instead of castling, but now we have a position which looks like equal to me. Knight g4 is knight c4. Is the idea here. I try to exchange this bishop or that bishop. Okay, of course I take that pawn if I have a chance, but if I take here, white can take here and check. This goes with check, so I think I should castle here. If b3, I can take on e3 and okay. I don't need rook here, so I think it's better to put this rook on c8 because this can be useful on a file or b file. And now this is a very typical situation. Should I take it with bishop or knight? Usually it's good idea to take with knight if this bishop can be useful later, and I see there is some chances to use bishop pair later on, and my idea is to take white's bishop pair. But okay, this knight is very well placed here, so maybe I don't have to rush. There's good moves, good ideas even. Yeah, this knight can be even better than bishop. So, but after this move, actually I can play e4 first, and then the queen is trapped. So if I play e4, queen c2, I can take here, and then this pawn is very weak. I think it's going to drop. So e4 is the move here. I think I take this with queen, because I can put my bishop on e5 and then try to create checkmate threats. I think this position is winning for black already. No, this is a very nasty threat. There is no way to prevent it. Okay, let's take that pawn away, and then I can take a check or push the pawn forwards, or take that pawn also. That might be the best idea now. Rook f2 is not possible. Have to okay, but why not e3? I think I'm going to win a rook. Okay, I take with queen, and then there's checkmate in 2 moves. Okay, thank you for the game, and I think there was let's see the game, a few words about it, and h6. After queen d2, black is already a little bit better. I think a4 is needed here, because otherwise it's easy to create similar tactics or similar play. What did I do in the game? So somehow computer says that it's not a problem, and even b5 is might get weak. Knight here, and then is this the idea? Seems to be. White can have good play on queen side if e4 can create weaknesses on queen side. So okay, but at least when I did this and knight c4, then that should be good for black. And here it's clearly better to take with bishop. Okay, I didn't saw that one, of course, but the positional wise, it's better to take with knight if there is no that kind of tactics. But after this, it went quite quickly in my favor. Okay, let's play more. There was one challenge, even few. Okay, sorry, I took the wrong one, but okay, f3, not the main move. What is this? Are you serious? I can give a check, but maybe I try to get also other pieces to the attack, like rook and so on. F4 is good way to attack. Okay, but that's not the best option. Okay, maybe this was your first or one of those first games. I think it's not good idea to play this way. Just e4 and play in the center. Okay, next game. Okay, let's play French defense. Aha. Interesting. This can happen also in different move order than c4. If queen goes there, I can play knight c6, and it's okay for black. Okay, now I can take here because bishop has made a one move already. Okay. Now maybe I can protect this pawn. c5, queen f5, knight c6. Something quite standard stuff. Okay, I play knight here because I think d5 is not an option because I can take it, and now I can create some play on queen side. Now I free my knight, and then it can jump to d5, but maybe I have to protect this first. Maybe this is a good way to play first, and I can get this diagonal and then b5. So I play this way and b5 next, and maybe knight d5. This is also a weak pawn, so white probably has to play queen b2 because queen d2 I can create another threat on c3. But now a4 might be a move here. If I take, my pawns are very weak, and if I don't take, this is threat already. My queen is same file than this rook, and this looks too slow. I can play knight d5, and then okay, then now I don't have to worry about a4 anymore, and I can play another knight to in the attack. I can probably win that pawn, but is there some counter chances? Okay, that might be a good move. Okay, I play this. I try to get e-file. If knight jumps here, I can even play f6 because the bishop is between rooks, and so knight has to jump back after f6. this looks nice, but can't do that. And now I can even take here, and now all white pieces are on back rank or passive positions. And knight here. He takes, I take. Okay, I can also play rook here now, and then I think there's no way to protect the c-pawn. I don't play Backhouse in chess.com. Maybe someday I can play, but I think I don't have time to do that at the moment. So you have to find another partner. Okay, I take this pawn now. I can exchange queens, but maybe I can even keep the queens because his king is more vulnerable than mine. But actually, if I take with queen, I can even win this pawn after knight b1. Let's play. And this is, of course, the safest way to play. Just exchange everything and there's no counter chances. Bishop can go to d6. I didn't saw that one. Knight d5, a6 if needed. I mean, if white plays like that. This was a good move. Try to harass my bishop. I don't see how to make any progress. Okay, this might be the easiest way to play. Okay, now it would be a mistake to take both of these because then we have opposite color of bishops, and that is very tricky. It can be a draw. Even I have many pawns more. Okay, now I bring my king here. My knight is very strong here. Don't have to worry about anything. Maybe I play h5 to prevent any kind of bishop f8. Okay, that might be a good idea to exchange pawns, and then suddenly I might there might be some problems in. Oh, okay, that was a good one. I was a bit lucky because now the c3 is hanging. In chess there is always many tricks. I didn't play well in the end. So you found nice tricks. Okay, let's see quick review how the game went. This is already good for black, as I said, and that's why white should take that c4. Okay, there was no any drawish lines, but after d5 I was a little bit worried about, is there some chance that white can save the day. Where is it? Okay, let's take also some other than Finns. I have played this idea in many games in Title Tuesday and also some random blitz games. Usually knight e5 is not the move, but it seems to be okay. There's nothing wrong, I guess. My idea is to take with the bishop and then try to win that pawn. And now I'm not castled yet, so there is no any checkmate ideas. I can even push here and try to castle alone. So maybe I don't take this pawn. It might be even better to just attack on king's side. Well, this should be good also. Let's play that way, but g5, h5 looks very interesting. But I think black is a healthy pawn up here. I can take even this bishop, which is usually white's best minor piece, but this looks also quite interesting. Just play c4 and then f5 and try to cramp white's position. The reason why I'm not going to play f5 immediately, but white can play c4, but now white has to play bishop c2 and then I can take these both away, and then even my bishop looks doesn't look so strong. This bishop is also a small problem, I guess. Maybe just this way. Check, I can play bishop d7. Which bishop is stronger in this position? I think if I can play it this way, my bishop has more potential strength than this guy, because I can push these pawns forwards and so on. Okay, now this looks to be in trap. If I just take here and play a5, how to get this guy out? I think there is no way out. But maybe I can still even put all those pieces around of this pawn, and then I have to be very careful not to drop that pawn. But okay, I think white should choose that idea. I'm not sure how to evaluate that position, but now I think just queen b8. If white takes, I can take with rook, and then this rook is out of play. I can just bring my king. For example, I can play it almost there, but now I think white has to trade queens, otherwise I can play that way. I think I can't cramp white's position more. Maybe there is no need to try it anyway, but I think I can play this way. The idea is exchange one of these rooks and then put my king here, and then I can collect all pawns with my other rook. I have to prevent this kind of ideas. Maybe rook here first, or actually now I can play this because this is not a threat, this is bigger threat, and that's why I have time to defend that pawn first, and then even the other one with my king. Maybe this is a mistake because white can play that way, and how to make progress, I'm not sure. Maybe I put my king on a6 first, and this should be winning easily, but it's not so easy. Maybe I made some inaccurate moves. Somehow it's not so clear. Okay, I can put my rook here now. Maybe I can try to cramp this rook also by playing those moves. Okay, now it should be easy because this rook is not going to play. D4 is the idea here. Okay, I didn't win that rook, but I'm almost like rook up here. Now c2 should be winning. I think this is quite nice checkmate. Okay, thank you for the game. Let's see the opening again. We can learn something from these games. Actually, computer likes white's position after queen h5. That is a little bit surprising for me. Okay, maybe I can't play like this. Yeah, and then f4. Okay, maybe this is too slow. And if I try to play like this, black's position is going to collapse somehow, but it's not so easy to see what is the plan. Anyway, I played this way, and was this computer says c4 but not f5. Okay, but it's still better for black. Now a5 is very good move here, and I think the rest was quite obvious how to play. Many ways to win. Anyway, I think there was some challenges. Let's play against those who I haven't played yet. Okay, Caro-Kann defense, and now this is 5 minutes game without increment, so have to be careful not to lose on time. I think I can play this way and take with queen, and if knight jumps here I can play that one. Bishop here. The idea is to play like this if... is there something wrong about this idea? My idea is to play b4. I think this works well. This is quite standard stuff in Caro-Kann, so black has to be careful. Okay, queen here and then queen there. I mean bishop here. This should be good for white, but okay, some tricks are possible in these kind of positions. There's lots of knight forks and so on. Okay, let's develop this bishop, and I can take on f5 if it happens. Now my king is in safe place, and I can start to play on queen side. There's very nice outpost if I have time to do this maneuver. This might be a mistake because then both knights are hanging, and that's why this guy is misplaced at the moment. Now I can follow my plan. Okay, I can take here and put my knight there. This is like elephant. At least 5 points. I'm piece up, so I just trade pieces and try to get in the end game. F6 if queen e7 looks very natural way to play. Maybe I can bring my bishop to d6, but it's not so obvious. Is that necessary? I think I can just try to create checkmate threats. But e6 or f6? Okay, let's play f6 because this looks again very threatening. There is well-known checkmate idea after rook g8. I can sack my queen on h7 and then rook goes to h file and checkmate. But now, okay, this is different, but clearly winning for white. Okay, let's play it this way, and the idea is to take on f7. Okay, d pawn looks threatening, but it's too slow. Okay, there's pin, but actually I can use. I can't use the back rank because this this pawn is mine. Somehow I almost played this one and then checkmate, but black can take g7, so have to be careful. But now f7 threat is decisive, I guess. Okay, thank you for the game. Hello, welcome. Do we have another challenges? Okay, let's take this one. It's 5 minutes game. And again, London system. Hi, hello. This check is usually waste of time because I can easily develop and exchange that bishop, which is not my better bishop. But now I can even exchange here if I want, and c5, queen b6. White's position might be okay, but black is okay too. Maybe d4 is one option for me. Whoa, aggressive play. But now c-file might give me some chances to pressurize this pawn. See, f4 is kind of weakness also. White has to play g3 in some point, I guess, and now I think, oh well. Now knight can jump to b5, but can I play it this way? And then if that, I can take my queen is a little bit weirdly placed here, but there's lots of weak spots on White's camp, and now this actually doesn't have enough protection after queen trade. Okay. There's fork. So watch out. Okay, let's play that one. And the easiest way to win is exchange rooks and then just collect all those pawns. And actually I don't need all those pawns, but I can take as many that I can easily promote a new queen. Actually there might be even some checkmate ideas, but I think this might be a good idea to try to create stalemate, but there's so many pawns, I think it's not going to work this time, but in some cases this might be the best option for white. And now g3, I can even try to create checkmate with rook and pawns. Okay, I think I can make a nice checkmate. f4, e4, h6. I just play this way, and then the last pawn is going to make a checkmate. I don't need that queen, This is like endgame study, but okay. Black is too much up in material. No draws. Now b6. Okay, thank you for the game. Let's play more. We have already played. Is there any new opponents? We haven't played yet, so okay. So we have Vienna game, Vienna gambit. Now this is the main line. F5 is the move here. And D4. Actually, I'm not sure what was the white's move here. Maybe that one. Actually, this might be a mistake because bishop, queen, and then there's nasty pins everywhere. So white can just take this later or play on king side, maybe h4, g3, bishop somewhere, castling, bishop e3, and try to create some play. Yeah, this is clearly better than taking here. And now there is already a threat because I can't take with h pawn, and that's why I think I should play g6, but there's h4. If I play queen e7, d4 is the move, and then bishop can go to c4 or b5. So I think I have to play very accurate way here to prevent everything. h4, then I have time to create my own threats. d4 is probably too much, and now again d4 I can take here, and e5 is now hanging, so this looks quite promising for black. Okay, interesting. Is that really an option? Okay, if this is if this is possible, white is in good shape. I guess I think I have to take. And what is the plan? Check, check, and my rook is hanging, but there's checkmate. So maybe I can just move my king in some point. I think I have to take this and think later what to do. In blitz games, sometimes you have to move first and think later. Actually, bishop d7 might be a better option, because then my rook is not hanging in those lines. Now knight e6 looks possible. c5 is also an option. Oh, well, okay, we have increment here, so maybe I can think a bit. This looks also okay. Let's play that way. Maybe he can create threats there, but e5 is also hanging, so I can play queen c2, queen c7, I mean. Okay, my king is weak here. Maybe b5. Oh, bishop goes there. Okay, well. Okay, I'm in trouble, maybe. I try to put my bishop on c6 and somehow survive, but this wasn't my plan. Well. Maybe I can sack my queen, but maybe this is better. Okay, he can play e6, and now I'm in deep trouble. Long castling is an option here. I have to use it, and now, okay, what he can do. Okay, maybe this is working well to him. Okay, let's exchange e7. I can take, and okay, g5. This might be a big problem for white, because I can eventually take that one, and that might be a decisive factor. The rest should be easy, because I'm just pawn up here. I can create this kind of passed pawn, and then I have freedom to take all these pawns away. Okay, thank you. It was an interesting game. Let's see where I went wrong. I think I was the player who did something wrong. d4 is the main move here. Okay, I should play knight c6. This is already bad. Okay, I wasn't sure where did I do something wrong, and it was already d takes c4, d takes c3. But I think I was losing in some point. Somehow this is equal after bishop h6. Computer chess. Ah, there is knight takes c2. What is the plan? Okay, I can check and take this guy away. But still, my rook is hanging, so... but this is not an option. Have to play like this, and if I take here... Okay, this is nothing, probably, yeah. And if white takes there, I can... Yeah, white's king is very weak, and my bishops are very good in this position. Even b5, b4 might be a possible, but okay, let's play few more. Okay. Now I choose c4. We can transpose to Slav defense. Slechter Slav is the name of the line, I guess. Queen here, queen here. But I can take here first, and then this is not possible. I can take here and take here. If queen goes to b6, this wouldn't be too bad for black if e6 is already played. There's no easy access to these pawns, and there's a file and chances to create some play on queen side. But now my idea was to play on c file. Hey, well, what is this? Is this hanging, or is it some kind of positional sacrifice? Try to play quickly e5. Might be. That might be possible. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything real? Queen trade is okay for me now. Knight jumps here, but then bishop d2, rook c1. Knight jumps there, of course, but now I have chance to bring my rook into the game. Maybe just this way. If queen goes to d7, I think there's no better squares. Maybe even bishop b4. He can take here. I can't. Yeah. Somehow I missed that one. Oh well. Bishop e4 is good looking move now. I can take there if needed. If I go here, he can play b5, so I have to take. And then we can exchange rooks, just taking here and rook c1. If it takes with queen, I can play this because there is no checkmate. I can put my knight on e1. Okay, let's try. This should be okay. Takes, 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 knight here. And then I have queen d2. So now I can exchange this and even queens. I'm pawn up, so should be a good idea. Okay, let's play a little bit quicker. I am short on time. Take more space. The idea is to play knight e5. I can do it because if he takes, I can take. Switch me. Okay. Maybe the queen trade is still good for me. Knight d7 or something like that. Okay, I should exchange these, otherwise he can have opposite color of bishops, and this would be a big mistake. Okay, this is the best idea. It's in practical way, just exchange these bishops, and then there is no way to get easy draw his endgame. Of course, I have to still play in this position, but should be winning. If this comes, I can take and play that, or knight c5, e4. Which one is better? Hard to say. Okay, I will choose this one. Oh, can he take with bishop? And actually I had an option there, so e5, d5. Maybe f4 to make this pawn weak. Now I think I have to take, because otherwise there is no room for breakthrough. Now I have to play g3. somehow. Okay, I have time to bring my king there because this king cannot come to my position, and I can play like this way. If he takes, I can probably break through on king side, or take here and put my knight to g2. Okay, this king can join to the game, but I don't have to take here immediately. I can play this first, and then there is no free square for king. Now h5. This reminds me Karpov-Kasparov ending, where Karpov had knight and Kasparov had bishop, and eventually knight and king can make progress like this. Okay, this is easier than that game, but it's good to know classics. Takes, I can take with queen, king, and then this is an option. Okay, thank you for the game. I think we have to stop now for now, and maybe we can continue in the next week. Thank you all, and have a nice day.